It's an all-new year, and it's time for an all-new Wendy Williams show. Today, a celebrity fashionista, an outspoken comedian, and a TV newsman join Wendy for a hot talk. Plus, sexy deception star Alonso steams up the Wendy couch. And all the latest juicy hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
Great. We've got a great lineup of hot topics for you. The Kardashian sister who's saying she doesn't like her picture to be taken. Howard Stern still talking and making people angry. I love him. And I've got the answer to Britney Spears. Is she coming back to the X Factor? Let's talk about it. I'll do the revealing. It's time for Hot Topics. Welcome. So I love you more. Deb Miller?
Yes.
It's a little short today.
I see.
Thank you. Yesterday I went out and I had a scrumptious lunch at this restaurant here in Manhattan, and who do I run into? The millionaire matchmaker, Patty Stanger. I know. And so she comes over and we chat for a brief moment. On account of I don't like to get distracted when there's food on my plate. But she reminded me that tonight is the premiere of the new season of Millionaire Matchmaker, 9 o'clock on Bravo. Also, you know, I congratulated her on her new boyfriend because, you know, she's got this new boyfriend. He wasn't with her. There he is. She was dining with two girls. I don't know who they were. You know, I spied for you. Anyway, but guess how the Millionaire Matchmaker met her boyfriend? Online website. I know that there are a lot of people who turn their nose up to dating online, but you know, if it's good enough for Patty, it's gotta be good enough for the rest of us. And also, I was the one, you know, I always encourage you, even, you know, now I'm writing my Ask Wendy book, and I always encourage people, men and women, you know, do at least 30% of your dating based on who you find online. Live the other 70% of your dating life in reality, you know, real people, but there's nothing wrong with online dating. Anyway, and then, I know. And Patty's got a terrific picture, by the way, in today's New York, what is this? This is the Post. Look at this picture, you say? Like Queen of the Universe? Also in the Post, I read something else. I marked it for you so I could remind myself to tell you. Okay, so yesterday, remember we were talking about Carmelo Anthony, the basketball player, and his wife Lala and the troubled marriage? Well, apparently, their team of people are doing some spin control and trying to deny it. However, look, they said she's gonna stick it out with Carmelo. And then what they're also, not all. I'll tell you why not all. First of all, they said also in this article that she's filming her reality show in LA and London, so that's why they haven't spent much time together. She's also been doing a lot of hanging out in Miami. Well, you can make all these excuses that you want, but you know, there's nothing wrong with divorce. Divorce is there for a reason. And I'll tell you, here to me is the nail in the coffin, no matter the spin control. Lala, you were at the club in Miami New Year's Eve without your wedding ring. Or your husband. To me, no matter what, New Year's Eve, I don't know. And I don't know that she wears her ring all the time. I'm assuming that she does because people, you know, made point that, you know, she didn't have her ring on. I'm a ring girl. Like, look, if you see me in the club New Year's Eve without my husband and without my wedding ring, I'll be the first one to tell you, nope, we're getting a divorce. As a matter of fact, if you see me walk to my mailbox to get the mail without my ring, how many people in the audience are married and wear rings all the time? You wear them all not that many. Yup, she got it on. See, here's why I wear a ring all the time, because I worked hard for it, okay? Oh, I worked hard for it. That's all. One person that I do want to congratulate regarding the affairs of the heart, Janet Jackson. Now, Janet, we all heard that Janet is engaged. You heard that information? She's engaged to this gorgeous guy named Was. He's a billionaire. And isn't that name Was hot? It's Wasim Al-Mana Was. Anyway, they've been dating for a moment, and then sources told Us Weekly magazine that she's really eager to have kids and really eager to, well, either have kids by surrogate, adopt, or whatever she's going to do. The thing that I mentioned regarding rings, doesn't Janet seem like the girl who wouldn't wear a wedding ring? Or carry a handbag, because I've never seen her carry a handbag, like a purse. Like she's like more of a tomboy to me. Like she doesn't go for the ring, the purse. I can't even picture her being pregnant. You know what I mean? That's a really girly girl thing, and she doesn't seem like a really girly girl. But you want to see a better picture of them hanging out together? They look like such a hot, cool couple. Look at that, in New York. I know, in New York. That was here in New York, downtown in the West Village, just hanging out, being cool with her man. They're gonna have this gigantic wedding. He's put aside $3 million. They're gonna invite 500 people and fly them all over to where he's from, over there. And I can't even picture her being wedding girl, though. I'm like, wow, Janet in a white dress and a wedding, a girly girl thing? Anyway, rock on, Janet. And good luck. Was is a come-up from Jermaine Dupri. Just saying. Also, I want to congratulate Rosie O'Donnell and her wife, Michelle Rounds, because they used a surrogate and they had a baby girl yesterday. I know. So Rosie's 50, and she tweeted this picture, and with the words, we're thrilled to announce the arrival of our daughter. They named her Dakota, and, well, good luck, Michelle, because now you're stuck. Just playing, Rosie. She has 4 other kids, Rosie, with her ex-wife, Kelly Carpenter. One of those kids was with the surrogate, and the other, well, no, Kelly was pregnant with that one. And three are adopted. Yep. So, and then this is her first child with her current wife, Michelle. So, also, congratulations to Sir Elton John, because he and his husband, David, just had another baby as well. Yeah. Via a surrogate. And word is that they used the same surrogate for the second child that they did for the first child. And this same surrogate has been very busy with the stars, because it's the same one that Camille Grammer used to have her kids. Some of my Wendy staffers were saying that'd be a great show, TLC or Oxygen or something. Surrogate to the stars. How you doing, Rosie? How you doing, Michelle? How you doing, Elton John? And David? Okay, so it's award season, and the Golden Globes are this coming Sunday. The Golden Globes is like one of my favorite award shows, because that's the one where they sit around, the stars sit around tables, and they eat and they drink, and so by the time they get called to the stage, they're stumbling and burping, and it's good. Anyway, the Oscar nominations were announced this morning, Lincoln, have you seen that movie, Lincoln? Yeah, I want to see it, but I haven't seen it yet. But it leads with 12 nominations, Lincoln. I know. But there were a couple of snubs. People were surprised. There was no Best Actor nomination for Ben Affleck, the movie Argo. Director Ben Affleck for the movie Argo. Also, no acting nomination for Leonardo DiCaprio, Django Unchained. You saw that movie? You're surprised? I haven't seen it yet, but we'll give you all the inside scoop on the... I haven't seen it. And now, on account of those action figures, I'm looking at Django a little crazy. But anyway, look, back to the Oscar nominations. We'll talk with you about them tomorrow, because we have an expert in the inside scoop, okay? Now, I don't believe that the action figures from Django Unchained and the actual movie have one to do with the other. I'm not so sure. But anyway, it was just nominated, the movie, for Best Picture at the Oscars. Yeah. some of my black people in our community. I don't do the African American thing. Black is black. African American. Some people in the black community say that, you know, Django Unchained is insulting because it's making light of something very serious, and that's slavery. Now the movie's causing even more controversy because they've released these action figures based on the movie characters. A bunch of slaves. Look at them. Look. Look at that. This is so disgusting, it's comical. I don't know anybody who would buy these or want these. As a black person, I am extremely insulted by this. You know what? The Jewish community would never have you make Holocaust dolls based on Schindler's List. Never. And, you know, Kerry Washington was in the movie, or is in the movie, and you know, Jamie Foxx and Samuel L. Jackson, Quentin Tarantino, you know, did the movie. Do you think people would feel differently if Spike Lee did the movie? I think not. Do you think if a black person directed the movie that, you know, people's reaction would be different? No, yeah, well. Anyway, Reverend Al Sharpton is protesting and piping up, and you know, maybe we can get these dolls pulled off the shelves because it's kind of disgusting. Have you been waiting for me to tell you about Britney Spears? Is she or isn't she coming back? She's not coming back. There. According to the X Factor, she quit. But here's the thing. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Britney was not asked back. In other words, she was fired, but she decided to quit before she was fired, which means that now she can't collect unemployment. But critics have been saying, meaning you and me, critics have been saying that she wasn't worth the $15 million salary anyway. She didn't deliver the goods. And you know, of course, they probably gave her a little severance package. You know how wait, if you quit, you don't get a severance package. So all she gets is $15 million? Look, Britney reportedly wants to focus on her recording of her 8th album, and she's even considering going on tour. You can't handle tour, girl. Just do the album, Britney. We all like your music. The only thing about you being on X Factor that I think that, because to me, you didn't win by being on that show. The only thing that was confirmed by you being on that show is something is not right. Which is like embarrassing. To me, that wasn't worth the $15 million to trot her out there on stage night after night, only for us to be able to confirm that something is just not right. But Britney, we love your music, so I think she should make the 8th album. I'm just not so sure about the tour thing. Do you know what it's like? You don't appear stable enough to be on tour. Good luck, Britney, and I like the color of your dress. So, it's Kendall Jenner that does not like her picture taken. She's part of the Kardashians. Isn't she gorgeous? She's getting more pretty every day. And she's really tall. She's an aspiring model, but she's tall, thin, good. But she did go on Twitter, and she basically was talking about how she does not like it when people take pictures of her without her permission. For more on that story, we'll go to Wendy at the news desk. There's nothing that irritates me more than when people take pics of me, my family, or anyone in the industry and do not ask. And then she continues on, don't sit there taking pics of me as if I'm a statue or an artifact in a museum. I can see you. It makes me uncomfortable. But you are tall like a statue and you are a Kardashian. I can't believe you're complaining. Does your mother know that you're complaining like this, young lady? Because Kris Jenner is not having it. Although, you know, I prefer if people just take pictures of me as opposed to asking to take pictures. You know I don't like to take pictures. How many times do you see me in public and, you know, can I take a picture? I'm like, no, but we can have a conversation. Look, take a picture of me as I'm grabbing the meat. Act like I'm not looking. Then take it like that. My thing about taking pictures with you as opposed to you just taking them of me, paying at the cash register, is that whenever we take pictures together, I am always way up here and you're always way down here. And whoever takes the picture always takes the picture from way down here because the photographer's way down here. So the picture comes out with me, all you see is up my nose and it looks ridiculous. So on account of the height differential, I'm just not a picture taker. But Kendall, don't bite the hand that fed you with those pictures because you are a Kardashian and get used to it. So Howard Stern called this actress fat, and everybody is upset. Why are you so upset? Howard's been saying things for decades, and that's why we love him. Look, I mean, I'm just saying he's an equal opportunity offender. That's who he is. His latest target, though, is this actress. Her name is Lena Dunham. Now, she's 26 years old, and she's the Emmy-nominated creator and star of this new show on HBO. It's called Girls. Have you ever seen the show? Okay, for those of you, not too many people clapped in the audience. But the show is going into its second season. Let me tell you what the show is about. Okay, so the show is like a younger, hipper version of Sex and the City, and it's grittier. It takes place here in New York. And look, she's not even fat. I mean, you should roll your shoulders back and maybe stand up straight, young lady, but you're not fat. And look, so anyway, Lena doesn't fit the mold of your typical Hollywood actress. You know, first of all, she lives in Brooklyn, not LA. So just by living here alone, you know, she keeps it real. She doesn't care what Howard said, I'm sure. She's frequently naked on the screen of her show, and that's because she's comfortable with her body, which is to be applauded. But don't pay attention to Howard. If you've listened to him for years, you know Howard likes girls that are no bigger than your pinky, and that's his preference, so big deal. Here's what Howard said, though, just so that you can get the gist. Okay, so he finally watches the show and he comes back and he goes, it's a little fat girl who kind of looks like Jonah Hill and keeps taking her clothes off. I don't want to see that. I learned that this little fat chick writes the show and directs the show. Good for her. It's hard for little fat chicks to get anything going. I mean, are you offended by that? Or do you know that that's Howard? Just, you know, if anything, if I were Jonah Hill, I'd be offended. Lena, we love your show, and everybody, if you've never seen the show, then check it out. The second season of Girls premieres on Sunday night at 9 o'clock on HBO. You know, I go back and forth because I'm so busy in Atlanta with Nene and them at 9 o'clock that anyway, but watch. Okay. We've got a great show for you today. Have you been watching the NBC drama Deception? Okay, so one of the stars, the really handsome Alonso, is here. But up next, everybody, strap your seatbelts on because we're gonna do our weekly Round Talk panel. We've got the comedian Lonnie Love, New York newsman Steve Lacy, and fashionista Stacey London. We're gonna talk about the hottest topics of the week next. Don't miss it. We are nearing the end of another week, and it's time for our first Hot Talk of 2013. Joining me today, the co-anchor of Fox 5 here in New York. Good Day Wake Up with Steve Lacy. Also, the co-host of What Not to Wear and the co-founder of Style for Hire, our fashion friend, Stacey London. And returning to Hot Talk, the author of Love Him or Leave Him, but Don't Get Stuck with the Tab. It's our comedian, Lonnie Love. Okay.
Wearing the color of 2013.
Well, that's blue. It's green.
No, it's emerald, and it is the color of 2013, so it says Pantone.
Oh, Pantone.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get a man.
Yeah.
Okay, look, earlier this week, Earlier this week, there were pictures of, one picture of Justin Bieber holding what appears to be a marijuana cigarette filled. Okay, it looked like a blunt. Yeah. And the picture was online, and tons of Justin fans tweeted that they are devastated that he's let them down. And so then Justin tweeted them, trying to get better. You get knocked down, you get up. I see all of you, I hear all of you. I never want to let you down. Well, my question is, and we're going to start with Stacey. As a role model, should Justin Bieber stay out of situations like that?
Well, of course. I mean, I think it's more about his publicist's responsibility. If you're going to make him a squeaky clean teen idol,
right.
then it's a little bit tricky if you kind of all of a sudden like, oops, there he is with a blunt.
Right.
You know? But I mean, I don't quite understand his tweet. Like, I got knocked down? Like, what, from smoking?
He had apologized for it without acknowledging he'd done something wrong in the first place.
No, if I was a mother, I would be upset, but I'm a cougar, so you know what, Justin? You can call me, baby. We can get it together.
You know, he's going to be on Saturday Night Live this weekend, and he gave them permission to make fun of everything, including the smoking of the weed.
Yes,
now,
and I think that's actually, that's very smart. I feel like it's like a little bit like Michael Phelps, you know? It's this one thing, it might go away, but the great thing about it is that if you make fun of yourself, it's like, that's the new apology.
Well, here's my opinion, you know, and also as a parent. First of all, we should be raising our kids, not pop stars. Honestly, Justin Bieber owes you nothing except for good music so that you don't waste your money at his concert.
Right.
He owes you a good show. He owes you a good album. You know, as to whether or not he wants to smoke his weed, which is legal in so many places that it's not the worst thing in the world, although it better not be my son, like I was telling you the other day. He is not a role model. Raise your own kids, Steve.
Well, I think that the weed will help him with his dance steps, because he needs some help a little bit with them dance steps, but I can help you too, Justin. So
Do we think that the release of this was not contrived by Bieber's people?
Well, but Bieber's people, it was a little twist. Wasn't that the rapper?
Yeah, they wanted to blame the black guy.
Yeah,
a little twist. Like, the black guy is making
good for
him...
his image. That gives him some street cred. Maybe
That's what I'm
Bieber's
saying. Was this whole thing sort of the rollout of Bieber 2.0 or 3.0? Like, this is the next phase of his career. He's more adult and urban or something?
Wait, so he also beats up paparazzi as well? Like, is this the macho? I'm not quite sure what
I don't know about the macho part, on account of he's so small. However, raise your own kids. All right, let's go to the next story. We talked about this earlier in the week. And so many people disagreed with me. Legendary diva Diana Ross recently threw a fit at La Scala restaurant in Los Angeles after a staffer told her that she couldn't be seated until her entire party was there. Her entire party was just her daughter, Rhonda. Miss Ross did not have a reservation at this restaurant, but they do not make exceptions even if you're a legend.
It wasn't a 12-top table.
What?
It wasn't like a 12-people table.
No, it was her and her daughter.
Her daughter,
but her daughter was late.
First of all, she is 70 years old. She is a Supreme. She was a mahogany. Let her sit down, okay? That's the purpose of being a celebrity.
No, what?
You can bend the rules a little bit. See, they didn't know who she was.
See, that's them young
people
didn't know who she was. So they didn't recognize her. This is
They didn't know Diana Ross.
It's a high-class restaurant.
I can bet you.
Celebrities are a dime a dozen, but I guess the question is, should a celebrity have preferential treatment?
No.
Yes. Some people deserve to sit down.
Steve, what do you say?
I think celebrities should have their own. I think Diana Ross is more important than me. I do think she should have different rules. She was old. What I think is interesting is where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line in this day and age? There's a lot of fake celebrities.
I'm not sure.
Give us a moment here.
I'm not sure I buy that.
Here's my opinion, and I told you this, and I was so shocked. I talked about it on the after show and on the show, and almost everybody disagreed with me. I say celebrities shouldn't have preferential treatment, but legendary celebrities should have a preferential treatment. Miss Ross, I'm glad you sat down. She got in a fight with the staff, and once her daughter showed up, they ended up leaving.
If it was Mel Gibson, then he could sit outside, okay?
Well, the owner of La Scala told the New York Post, I'm sorry that Miss Ross had a problem with that, and she feels that the rules don't apply to her. If people jump in line, our policy is that we don't serve them. And she was told that we treat everyone the same. If you're from Jersey, it's not like being Diana Ross.
Tell it, girl. Tell it. That's baby love right there. That's stopping the name of love. I'm coming out. You know how many hits she had? She deserves to sit down. And you know what? One last thing on this. They said it's a two-party. Her and her hair counts as 3 people, okay?
All right, let's move to our next story.
Was it so heavy?
Let's move to our next story. Okay, Sharon Peoples of South Florida, everybody, was mortified, Sharon Peoples, when she went to get her car out of the valet, and there was a message inscribed on her, on her little valet ticket. And the message was that the valet wrote to identify her. He said, red dress, look, see, play, because she went to red dress and fat. She was with her boyfriend when she came out, and the valet parker gave her this, and she's like, oh my gosh. Well, she is demanding that this valet parker be fired for putting this down. Stacey, we'll start with you. What do you think?
I actually think she's overreacting. I've got to be honest. People think, say, do mean things all the time. You can either internalize it, or you can tell them to, take a hike.
Yeah.
You show them where the sun doesn't shine.
Yes.
And my feeling is that if she's taking it this seriously, it's because it hit a trigger for her that she's upset about. That's what she needs to do. Okay? So wait a second. So what would you do if you got that valet ticket? If somebody...
Do you realize he called her fat? She got a free year of parking.
Okay, no freeze.
I know.
I would write fat on a valet ticket.
Let's all look at her.
So look at this.
Look at this. She's not fat. Just take a look at this.
No, she got big
She's not
boobs.
fat. But
That's
here's the
it.
problem. She's in LA. Maybe she was the heaviest person that used the garage that day. All I say is this. Listen. If you call me black, if you write black down on my ticket, I'm not going to be offended. Sometimes in this busy life, we've got to identify people with the most obvious thing. The young lady with the gray hair, the black girl with the big boobs,
Young lady
the fat girl.
with the gray hair.
I'm just saying.
The fat girl in the green.
And she doesn't of the year. This parking attendant doesn't need to be fired for that.
Right.
And I totally would not accept a year of parking at the same garage where the crime was committed. However, I would accept a check for a year of parking from the company. 21% of Wendy viewers polled said that this guy shouldn't be fired. And
21?
And 79%, exactly, you guys are really too sensitive. 79% of you agree?
Yes.
He should be fired?
Fired is where she loses me. And by the way, I'm with the valet guy because that's how half the people in my phone I do the contacts. The same way he did with that trick. Not using wrong words, of course. But I mean,
well, you're single,
like,
so you...
Nicole Brunette, Upper West Side.
Yes.
This is a trick people use to remember who people are.
I mean,
he could have called her a linebacker. He could have called her Miss Piggy. He could have did something to say that she was large.
I'm sure she would have been really happy with Miss Piggy.
He could have said,
Piggy would have gotten her
said big bone. Look, everybody, we're going to take a break. Up next, a mom took her 13-year-old son to Hooters for his birthday.
Right.
Is that okay? We'll discuss it next. Don't go away. Girl is wearing white pumps since the middle of the winter. I guess that's fashionable.
Bonjour.
They're not even bone. That's straight up white.
That is straight up white. They are Kurt Geiger, yeah.
Let's talk, everybody. We're back with our Hot Talk panel, and everybody's still here. Okay, according to babycenter.com, the mother of a 13-year-old took her son and his friends to celebrate his birthday at their restaurant of choice. And when you're 13, what else do you choose? Hooters. Now, the boy's stepmother is questioning that decision. My question to the panel, and I want to start this as a mom of a 12-year-old who's took her son to Hooters when he was 8.
What?
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging. I'm just...
No, it's
I'm
okay. You can
vaguely
judge.
judging.
We
I'm
judge each
judging.
other.
It's
Judge.
true.
So what?
Okay,
Look at me, okay? The question for the panel is, would you bring your son and his friends to Hooters for a 13th birthday? Now, I will say this. We went to Hooters. He must have been 8 years old. He was over it. Of course, he likes boobs and booty and all that stuff, and he wanted to see. But I want to remind you that the waiters at Hooters, first of all, they wear the poom-poom shorts, and they've got the big...
Waitresses.
But Hooters has fabulous wings. Hooters is not a strip club.
But it's close.
And what I did with little Kevin, we took him there. I would never subject him, his friends to going to Hooters. I think that part was inappropriate. Like, you don't make a decision like that for other parents. And they do, by the way, have a kids menu.
Oh, wait a second. I didn't actually know that you could be in Hooters unless you were 21. Like, I thought it was...
It's a restaurant.
Yes,
it's a real restaurant. It's for a 13-year-old boy, Hooters is Disneyland, okay?
They think that it's up. They're up to something, Steve.
This is the most wholesome thing that 13-year-old probably did all week.
What?
Yeah.
In this day and age, really, are we going to act all
You a
exercised
man,
about
tell it.
Hooters?
I'm sorry. I thought Hooters was like a little bit between like that strip club thing and like Chuck E. Cheese.
But see, that's the problem, and that's probably why the stepmother was questioning. For those of you not familiar with Hooters, it's nothing, okay?
That stepmother was just jealous. That stepmother is just jealous because she don't look like one of the Hooters girls. That's what it is.
And besides, the girls at Hooters, that girl right there in the picture, her boobs are bigger than your average Hooters girl.
Yeah, they don't look like that.
They don't hire girls with big, gigantic boobs and all that,
It's respectable.
I guess, look, if I'm 13 years old, it makes me think about like that movie Weird Science.
Yeah.
You know? If you can't make the perfect girl, go to Hooters, you know?
Stacey, loosen up, okay?
I'm trying. I'm just trying to think about I guess the
They gonna eat
implications
some
of it.
wings. They gonna look at the sports. They gonna
the
look
hot
at
dogs
breasts
are good
and
also.
thighs.
All right, well, 39.
They're gonna eat the breasts and thighs and look at it.
We
Yeah,
polled
that.
Wendy viewers. 39% of you said that you have no problem with that. 61% of you complained that it was inappropriate.
61% are better loosen up.
But here's the thing: 61% they might have been complaining that they took the other kids.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Everybody, loosen up. Hello, you're watching the
Thank
Loosen Up
you.
show over here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, all the panelists. Stacey, Steve,
My pleasure.
watch you in the morning.
Thank you.
Lonnie, good luck
I'm gonna
with
watch you
everything.
too.
And thanks for, he's single. He's single and handsome. For more information about all of our panelists, go to, are you single?
Oh God, don't start. Here we go. Every time I
Go to wendyshow.com. Still to come, sexy actor Laz Alonso. But up next, it's time for Ask Wendy. Keep it here. How you doing? Time for Ask Wendy. Welcome back.
Hi, Wendy. My name is Sade. How you doing?
How you doing, Sade?
And my best friend is gay, and he suspects that the guy that I've been dating for 2 months might not be straight. Now, the guy that I'm dating, he is a bit metrosexual, but I believe that he's straight. So how do I go about asking the guy that I'm dating if he's gay without hurting his ego?
Listen, honey. One of the best things about being a girl in the dating world is to have your gay best friend. Hopefully your gay best friend is not being shady and trying to hate. But if your gay best friend is if his gaydar is going off, chances are he could be gay. And it's only 2 months, so don't worry about hurting his feelings. You come right out of your face. There he is right there. Go.
Hi, are you gay? How you doing?
And now, you'll talk about it later when you get home, okay? That's it. Keep it, everybody. The handsome actor Laz Alonso is with us next. Please welcome the very handsome Laz Alonso.
Thank you.
Here's the thing. You are dressed. Isn't he dressed like an action figure? You're like perfect. You look like a doll. You don't even look real. Just your costume and.
I've been watching the Wendy show for a while now.
Thank you.
I support the show I love the new set, and when I saw you had a shoe cam,
Yo, yeah, okay.
I said I gotta give
Fire
it up to
it
Wendy.
up.
I gotta give it up to Wendy.
Yes, yes, yes. I love when my guests play along with the show.
Little Three Musketeer flow today.
Now listen to me. Congratulations on this new show, Deception.
Thank you
Boy,
so
you
much.
got a hit there.
Thank you. Doesn't Wendy look like a first lady today? You're giving me first lady flow right now. I love the hair, the
First lady
yellow.
at the club. I mean, first lady from the neck up.
It's beautiful.
The
I love
club down here.
it. Hey, man. You know what we do at the club, too.
Okay, let's talk about Deception. For those of you who haven't seen it, it just started this season, and Laz is one of the stars. Explain the premise of the show.
Okay, so first of all, we won our time slot Monday night. Make sure you check in every Monday night at 10 p.m. on NBC. Deception basically is a story about this socialite, kind of Paris Hilton-esque, that died. My character, Will Moreno, is an FBI agent investigating the case.
Okay.
I smell something fishy. I get my ex-partner / ex-lover, Megan Good.
Megan Good.
Put her undercover on the case, but little did I know I was also bringing her to her former ex-lover before me, also the man who was her first.
Okay.
A lot of history there. I ain't gonna give any spoilers away, but there's a love triangle there that gets really heated.
Yeah. And I have to tell you, Megan Good is also very good in this. I met her for the first time. We were in Think Like a Man together, and because she's so pretty,
That's right.
I thought she was gonna be mean girl. Do you know how sometimes when a girl is so pretty, you think they're gonna be mean, but then you're slayed when they're really not, like, you were really nice to me, Megan. Anyway, and this is your third time starring with her.
Yeah, we did
something.
Stomp the Yard back in 2006.
Okay, okay.
Jumping the Broom
Yeah.
back in 2008, which I came here and hung out with you
Yes,
on.
yes.
And now Deception. So
Deception.
I've seen her grown up right in front of the cameras, and she's doing great.
Is it weird making out with her on account of you've known her since she was young, plus now she's married to a man of the cloth?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's weird because I'm friends with her husband.
Yeah.
That's what's really weird, you know, and I knew them both before they were married, so it's beautiful to see them together, but when we have those hot and steamy makeout scenes, it's a 10 o'clock show.
Yes, I know.
So you're gonna see some steam.
I watch.
Y'all like steam? You know, I'm always looking over my shoulder like, is Devon around? I don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
You know, he's my boy.
They had like 500 people at their wedding. Were you part of the wedding?
I was away. I was on vacation.
Yes.
You know, we don't have a lot of time off, and when we do, I like to get out of the country.
Yes.
I'm on this show with blackatlas.com. I travel the world. I was in Brazil.
Look at you.
And, you know, get to show people. Make sure you tune in to check out blackatlas.com.
Let me see what's on the end of your necklace. Pull it out. Let me
Oh,
see.
you know, my family's natively Cuban.
Oh,
so,
okay, that's why you look so olivey. Wait, don't let it hit your microphone, though.
Okay.
Just, here, let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a lot of stuff. Now, what is this, a scarab? What is
That's called an azabache. It's to Cubans, it protects you from evil eye, envy, jealousy.
Put this back in so it doesn't hit your microphone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Now, you, what was I going to say to you? Oh, you posted a picture on Facebook.
Right.
Well, look at the picture. Yeah, no, it's the real deal. It's the real deal.
That ain't silicone, baby. That ain't injections.
Is part of your New Year's resolution to stay fit? Because clearly you are fit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a lifestyle. You know, every New Year's, you kind of take account onto what you want to achieve the following year, and staying healthy is more important than anything.
Are you married?
I'm not, I'm single. Okay.
Do you...
You got any single ladies in the audience?
Look. Wait, hold on.
Okay, we got one up there, one up there.
You don't mind if I continue this line of questioning after the break, do you?
Nah, let's go for it.
Okay, so more with Laz coming up. Keep it here. I love the show. Remind people of that because, you know, it's very rare that, you know, a guy is so nice looking and smart too. Do you know what I mean? So we're back. This is Laz Alonso. He's one of the stars of the hit NBC show Deception. And look, if it weren't for Laz taking a leap of faith many years ago, he would not be living his dream now. He was working on Wall Street and bored to death of that briefcase life.
I hated life. I hated life. More power to the people that do it and love it.
It's not
but
for
it wasn't
everybody.
for me. Yeah, it wasn't
so
for me.
he just up and quit his job with no job security in LA. He goes out there and the rest is history. So take...
Follow your dreams. That's all I can say.
So now, instead of a screaming boss, you've got screaming fans. Do you love it?
It was crazy. I was in New Orleans one time, and it was down one of those dark little New Orleans streets. You know, I was late at night.
Uh-oh.
And this girl, hold on. It was all good. I was just had one too many hurricanes.
Okay.
On my way back to the hotel, I was vulnerable.
Yes.
I was vulnerable. And this one girl pulls up, and she asked me if I was Laz Alonso. I thought it was harmless. I said, yeah. And then the van door opened up, and there was a whole bunch of women that just came in and...
You're lucky they didn't throw you in the van and take you to their lair.
I'm glad it was women. You know?
Right. All right, so we talked about Stomp the Yard earlier because you co-starred with Megan Good in that, but Chris Brown was also in that movie.
Yes, Chris was in Stomp the Yard.
Was he with Rihanna at the time?
No, he was not with Rihanna at the time. This was back in 2006.
Oh, yes.
You know, so it was a while ago.
Yeah.
He got with Rihanna a little bit after that.
Are you still cool with him or no?
Yeah. I mean, you know, Chris is one of those guys that, you know, on set, he's really professional. He always wants to learn, and he's kind of like a little brother to everybody.
Yeah. Well, we certainly enjoyed talking to you. But our time is up.
You know what?
Deception.
My goal was to give you the best 7 minutes of your life.
I got it. You're good. Deception airs Monday nights at 10 o'clock on NBC. Laz Alonso, everybody. Give it up. We'll be right back. I had a blast today. I want to thank all of my guests. Tomorrow, the hilarious Marlon Wayans joins us. I love you for watching today. See you next time on Wendy. Bye.